Welcome back. Marcus Weckerman joins me now for sports. So Marcus, tough loss tonight, right?
Yep, it was a crazy ending to a crazy season, crazy bowl game for the Irish, just crazy for Notre Dame fans. They're probably going crazy right now. It was put up or shut up time for the Irish. The up and down season came to a close tonight in Orlando in the Champs Sports Bowl. Florida State thought to be a serious national title contender during the preseason, and Notre Dame expected to contend for a BCS Bowl as well. Didn't quite shake down that way, but a chance to end on an upswing. Time to play the game. And played the game they did. Brian Kelly and the Irish with a chance for their second straight bowl win. Last game for senior captain Harrison Smith, who was joined by Michael Floyd as game day captain. And Floyd would make his presence known early. First touch of the ball for the Irish takes the punt down inside the 40-yard line for the Irish. But could they capitalize on the good field position? We've heard all about the Noles defense, and they brought it early. That's Everett Dawkins sacking Tommy Rees on first down later in the drive. Rees looking to throw into the end zone, but the tipped ball lands in the hands of LaMarcus Joyner. No points for the Irish in the red zone. Seems like a recurring nightmare for Notre Dame. But the Irish were in a giving mood today this holiday season. They return the favor. Manti Te'o gets the strip, and Zeke Mata is there. He gets the scoop and the score, 29 yards for the touchdown. Notre Dame strikes first, only the second fumble return touchdown in Notre Dame Bowl history. And it was Notre Dame's defense that was the story in the first half. Te'o sacks DJ Manuel, but scoring was an issue. A missed rougher field goal, and later Michael Floyd all alone down the field. Tommy Rees trying to hook up, but he drops the potential touchdown pass. But Florida State still held scoreless in the first half for the first time in 28 games. And Notre Dame would start well in the second half. Hendricks driving the Irish into the red zone with his quick feet. First down for the Irish. Tommy Rees comes in then to cap it off. Tosses the fade up to Michael Floyd, and watch this catch. Bobbles it some more, somehow comes down with it. But you see he took that shot there. He is hurt, and that would be an issue for the Irish later in the game. Later in the third, Seminoles trailing 14-3. Manuel to Burt Reed, who makes a ridiculous catch of his own. FSU goes for two but fails. It's 14-9 now, 3 plays later. Hendricks, that guy is in white. He gives it right back, and the nightmare begins again for the Irish. 2 plays later, Manuel finds the end zone again, this time to Nigel Bradham, and Florida State takes a 15-14 lead. After adding a field goal, Seminoles up 4 in the fourth, 3 minutes to go. Irish need end zone, and that's where Rees is looking. Once John Goodman, what he gets is picked by Terrence Brooks. That would be all for Notre Dame as we spare you the last-second Hail Mary attempts. Irish lose in the Champs Sports Bowl to Florida State 18-14. Angelo and Jeff have post-game from Orlando.
Well, year 1 under Brian Kelly ended with a win in a bowl game. Year 2 ends with a loss. Same record overall at 8-5. And most importantly, the momentum for the offseason kind of derailed here in terms of recruiting because of the loss. And really, in particular, for the seniors, just a devastating way to go out.
The fact that they had this game in hand, up 14-3, well into the second half, and then lose it, yeah, it's devastating. But you got to pick up, you got to move on.
Harrison Smith, Michael Floyd talking about losing in their final game.
It's very frustrating for any senior. You always want to end with a W, and unfortunately, we didn't get the job done tonight. And but you leave a lot of positive things with the underclassmen. Going back to school and making sure they do the little things right, and stay disciplined and show some leadership.
Like I said, that's what I'll take away is how we stuck together and fought, no matter what. But at the end of the day, there's no prize for second place or no prize for losing. So, I mean, it wasn't a win, and that's not good enough. But at the end of the day, I will remember playing with these guys.
Well, and obviously the other big topic in all of this was the quarterbacks, and however you shake it out, neither one played well. The entire offense didn't play well, with the exception of Floyd, who was injured, but maybe hopefully is going to be okay in terms of his future. But the quarterback play just wasn't there against a very good team.
It was erratic, and let's give Florida State credit. They have a tremendous defense. No matter what Tommy Rees did, no matter what Andrew Hendricks did, it wasn't good enough to sustain anything. You score 14 points, that's not going to be enough to win.
And for Tommy to see the way the defense played and then to perform the way he did and the way his offense did, certainly not a good feeling for him after the game.
It's frustrating, disappointing. It's not something you can hang your head on, though. As a quarterback and a leader, you got to keep your head up regardless of the situation, and be there for your teammates. The worst part is sending your seniors off with a loss, and a game that we had an opportunity to win. It makes it that much worse.
So Notre Dame ends the year 8-5, second straight year at that record. Where is this program right now?
The program is in great shape, especially on defense.
Yeah.
They've got people coming back. They're good players now who are only going to get better. Brian Kelly told me after the game, he's got to solve the quarterback problem. And it's a problem right now. Spring ball is going to be very interesting with Reese, Hendricks, and Golston battling for that job. They've got to get a starter. They've got to stick with the starter going into 2012.
And they certainly didn't stick with one throughout 2011. Dane Chris, Tommy Reese, Andrew Hendricks all play. We'll throw in Golston in the mix come the springtime. It's going to be wacky, to say the least. Always is with Notre Dame football. For Jeff Jeffers, Angel DiCarlo reporting from the Champs Sports Bowl in Orlando, News Center 16.
So it's safe to say Notre Dame's going to have to take a good, long look at their quarterback position in the offseason, and it's going to be a tough one.
Okay, and hopefully better luck next year then, right?
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Marcus. And stick around after the break. We'll have a final look at your weather.